The next segment, what we're going to do is showcase Latin American campaigns that have received global recognition in the last 12 months. Let me first invite the panel and then I'll introduce the campaign. So joining us here on the stage is Andrea Suarez. She's the CEO of World Markets, IPG Mediabrands. Please, Andrea, if you join us. Now, Andrea has some difficulties, so because she's been fighting hard to defend her brand, as you'll see. And Jessica Ruas Quartara is the Director of Marketing at UTEC, and William Eccleshare is the CEO at Clear Channel Outdoor. Please, if you join us, take your seats here. And please a round of applause for Andrea. What an effort. This is extraordinary. Come on up. Yeah. There you go.
Perfect.
You should see the other girl. Yeah. Okay, and of course, let me introduce now the campaign. This is an award-winning campaign for the first ever water billboard. Let's just see it, because there's no point in explaining what's something quite obvious from looking at it for the next 30 seconds. Have a look.
UTEC, the University of Engineering and Technology, needed to call students' attention.
There's a brand new kind of billboard there, one that wants to do a lot more than just sell you something.
Yeah, this one's helping out. It's going to quench your thirst. This billboard can capture moisture from the air around it.
I think that's probably one of the best weird planets that I've seen.
With a single billboard, we conducted a huge PR campaign for UTEC. And most importantly, the applications increased considerably, which means that in the near future, more engineers will continue changing the world.
Jessica, let me begin with you. Explícanos, ¿cuál fue la motivación detrás de la campaña? ¿Cómo surge la idea? Jessica is with UTEC in Peru.
Bueno, la Universidad de Ingeniería y Tecnología persigue un gran sueño y es desarrollar ingeniería para además desarrollar tecnología a partir de lo que la universidad en el tema de investigación pueda entregar al país, y no solamente al país. El gran desafío es que esta universidad sea conocida y se posicione a nivel mundial. Eso es como primer punto. Otro de los grandes desafíos ha sido también, y motivaciones, el posicionamiento de la universidad como una universidad diferente. Y finalmente inspirar a los jóvenes que en nuestro país, y creo que es el común denominador en muchos de nuestros países, inspirar y motivar para que nuestros jóvenes estudien ingeniería, pero una ingeniería diferente, una ingeniería que propone la aplicación, es decir, plantear soluciones reales a problemas reales. Y ese ha sido finalmente el corazón de esta campaña.
Y ese era el briefing que les disteis a ellos.
Exactamente.
Sí. Bien, and Andrea, do tell us, how did the concept come about to turn an outdoor static, well, not so static in the 21st century, but fairly static piece of advertising into something as clever and ingenious as this, and matches so well the brief?
I think it is.
Yeah, carry on. We'll sort you out.
I think it all started with a great understanding of the audience. I think that was the key thing, because here we're talking about millennials, right? Young adults who are highly motivated, who believe in the power of technology, right? Who really are career-driven, and also they're looking for something that is very different across other generations. And there are people that they believe in the power that they have to make a difference in society. They truly believe that they can do that. So understanding that audience very well for us was possible to say we cannot simply talk to them, right? We need to prove them, and we need to bring to life the power of the engineering in a meaningful way. And that was how we started to merge those two key components of how to bring it to life and put it in action to solve, as Jessica said, in a real problem. right? We had very limited resources. That's important to know. It was a campaign that really started with a very small budget and ended up with a small budget. So we knew that if we had to do something, it had to be very powerful. So it was a teamwork, right? A creative agency, the client, Clear Channel, the media owner, and us as a media agency, working together to find the best way to leverage that. So we ended up supporting and saying it's going to be just one single effort, but very powerful. One billboard, and we came up with the idea of having one billboard that could be the first one to produce drinking water, right, out of the moisture, because in Peru, the humidity is very high. So they put in place the whole engineering to capture the moisture from the air to produce water. And that's how it came out. And I think another key factor that it was important, it was the location. To select a location where these young adults could see us and could see that impact. And in the location where it was placed, this billboard, there is a place where hundreds of families lived with lots of limitations, no electricity, no water, no sanitation. So it was the opportunity to see in action how powerful it could be to make a difference with a community.
And William, let's talk about the use of the actual panel itself. I mean, how does it compare to other users in the region of outdoor panels that you operate? This particular piece of work, is it unique? Is the first time ever you've been asked to turn this into a portable?
It is unique. Yeah. I think it demonstrates an operating principle that we have all over the world, which is if you can dream it, we can do it. If the creative agency comes up with an idea, we will make it happen. And nothing is impossible. And what I love about this is that it is a fabulous showcase for the wonderful creativity that comes out of this region. I mean, this is a region that for years now has punched above its weight in terms of creative quality. This year at Cannes, in the Outdoor Awards, Latin America won 40 of the 140 awards that were given in outdoor. That is a phenomenal performance and builds on, as I say, a reputation that the region has had for some time. So we just love the fact that it's just such a great showcase, as well as the fact that it enables us to demonstrate all the great work that the university does and also do some good in the world as well.
Jessica, ¿esto ha cambiado como vosotros veis el poder y la capacidad de comunicación del marketing que quizás la universidad hacía de una manera muy tradicional en el pasado? ¿Esto ha cambiado para siempre cómo vais a hacer marketing o incluso publicidad directa o indirecta?
Sí, definitivamente uno de los grandes corazones que tiene la universidad para desarrollar de aquí en adelante la publicidad va a ser que sea diferente lo que sucede en la región. Por ejemplo, con el panel, nosotros tenemos previsto ya continuar 2 años más con el panel. Ya iba a ser una hoja de ruta. Personalmente te cuento que yo he ido al lugar y he hecho entrevistas en profundidad, que son un poco lo que ustedes pueden ver aquí, con los pobladores de la zona y cómo ellos utilizan efectivamente el agua. Además es un tema muy compartido por todos nosotros, el problema del agua, que los ingenieros no le llaman problema, sino lo llaman desafío, porque nos cuentan todo el tiempo que definitivamente vamos a continuar en la ruta y los next steps, en el caso del panel, queremos que sea además sostenible. Ya nuestros ingenieros están desarrollando la posibilidad de que este panel también pueda ser autosostenible desde el tema de la energía. Entonces vamos a desarrollar para hacer mucho más eficiente el panel y que sea un panel verde.
Verde, además de dar agua. Lo último ya será impresionante. Andrea, vamos a hablar del reconocimiento, recognition, sorry, back in English here. I'm getting really confused. I'm sure you in the audience, this is a good mental exercise. I'm sure you're paying plenty of attention. Right, but Andrea, to you, the recognition you received for this, of course you won at the Festival of Media Global, you won elsewhere, plenty of prizes. Were you surprised? Has it changed the dynamic of the agency? Are you now rethinking everything you do to go out to the physical world and be as inventive as this?
Yeah, I would say that before talking about for what it had meant for the agency, I think it's worth to mention that it's a recognition that a brand and a country with an effort like this one has had globally. It's the first time that a local brand from Peru really it has this level of exposure. In a matter of days, really the specialized press picked this up, international TV networks picked it up. It had reached the unthinkable places. Really, you see this campaign has been aired in Australia, in Europe, in the US. And when you put things in context, come on, it's one billboard. Yeah. One billboard, and the effect has been dramatical. So that's what I think it has made to really reconsider and rethink everything that is linked to the success of this campaign. But more than that, I would say that we're proving and what is influencing our efforts, and we're seeing it also as a trend from the clients, is that really every campaign, the more it's tied to a bigger purpose, the better the results, right? It's thinking about the smart brands or the brands that matter, right? The more that they're linked to a purpose and an effect to having an impact on community, that's when you get a huge impact.
Mm-hmm. And I think also from my point of view, I mean, in a way, outdoor, William, and comment on this, to me, it's the essence, it's the origins of advertising. I mean, when it started, it was just an outdoor poster.
Well, no, when it started, cavemen were painting pictures on their walls. That was the first outdoor advertising many, many centuries ago, and it is the original form of advertising. Yeah. I think what we feel very strongly about the outdoor medium is it is a very pure form of advertising. I spent most of my life working in creative ad agencies, and we would always say, if you can say it on a billboard, you know you've got a very strong idea. Yeah. And I think this is clear evidence of that, of a very strong idea. I'd also say that as a media owner, there are lots of things that can go wrong for you if you're running a media company. There are, issues around sales or issues around real estate. But the very worst thing that can happen to you as a media owner is for your space to be badly used. And what we love about this is it is such a fabulous demonstration of how to use the outdoor medium. Big, powerful, strong idea, huge creative thought, innovative product, all coming together to deliver something that is, and that's why it gets picked up around the world. I mean, yeah, it is only one billboard, but I remember when I first saw it, I said to our PR guys, we've got to get this out around the world because this is such a strong story. This will be picked up, and it has been.
Of course, you're the CEO of the global channel. How often do you get clients, do you get agencies coming to you and asking you to make use of the panels such as this? I mean, because we heard before other platform owners, other media owners berating some of the agencies here, saying you're lagging behind, please challenge us. And yet the agency says, no, you're lagging behind, you challenge us. Where are you as a media owner for the platform? How many conversations do you have with clients who are asking, inventive concepts like this?
Not as many as I'd like, but an increasing number. As I say, I come from an agency background, and I kind of have spent most of my life trying to bridge the gap between creativity and media. And now on the media owner side, that's exactly what we're trying to do. So we've set up in almost all of our major markets now, we have a creative group within the company whose job it is to knock on the doors of agencies and break those doors down to say, look, this is, use the space, use it imaginatively, and as I say, if you can dream it, we can do it, and really try to get that process going. And this is fabulous for us because it demonstrates exactly that point.
Do you charge them a premium for using
we charge for the creative ideas, yes.
Yeah, no, but I mean, when you're asked to transform the billboard into that, which is
we'll charge construction costs around that, but we don't charge more for the media space necessarily.
You do not?
Not necessarily, no.
Right, you do not, okay. And Jessica, vamos a hablar de resultados, porque esto comenzó, ¿cuándo exactamente? Hace menos de un año. Entonces, ¿tenéis más solicitudes de suscripción? ¿Se habla de la universidad como un referente de ideas innovadoras? ¿Esto ha ocurrido? ¿Se siente en el ambiente?
Ya se siente. A nivel de resultados, para nosotros fue un éxito en número de alumnos. Tuvimos incremento en aplicantes. Pero lo que busca finalmente la universidad no es un número grande de estudiantes, sino lo que quiere es realmente el talento que esté inspirado para estudiar ingeniería. A nivel de resultados ya numéricos, en realidad, creo que ya Andrea lo comentó, el rebote a nivel de medios ha sido impresionante. Continúan hasta el día de hoy llegando solicitudes a nuestra informes@utec para trabajar nuevas ideas, universidades, empresas, ONGs, para trabajar juntos en nuevas ideas. Y ya van a ustedes conocer, hay una gran marca que quiere trabajar con nosotros en esta línea. Así es, en Perú específicamente. Y la verdad que el rebote a nivel de nuestro target y el público en general ha sido para dar a conocer a la universidad. Y quiero comentarles, la universidad recién ha entrado a su segundo año de operación. Es una universidad nueva en un mercado como el peruano en particular, que está con una oferta excesiva a nivel de educación. Entonces ya hemos conseguido un posicionamiento muy importante.
¿Alguna pregunta a alguien rápidamente? Nos quedan 5 minutos. Si no, haré la obvia pregunta para concluir. Andrea, what can other brands learn from this experience and other agencies learn from this experience? What can they take away beyond the obvious and what you've stated?
Yeah, I think to me, what I mentioned previously, there is a big, you need as a brand to have a big purpose, right? More and more, and if we think about our, really most of the millennials who are going to be driving most of the consumption in the following years, they care about community. They care about the world. They want to influence the world. You have seen it recently, studies done by Telefonica. Many companies are interested in this group, where you see that brands need to become smarter, right, in terms of their actions with the community and to the world. Yeah. So, yeah.
And William, slightly counterintuitive that here we are, everybody talking about digital this, digital that, and a very physical campaign has such an impact. So slightly counterintuitive that something that...
It's counterintuitive because I think the truth applies to digital as much as it does to traditional medium, that it's all about the quality of the creative idea. And this is just a great creative idea executed brilliantly. And that is true in all media, I believe. So, yeah.
But Xavier hinted at this, that in an overabundant, saturated digital world, and Luis talked about it as well, that the physical is becoming...
Yeah, and the physical is incredibly important. And one of the reasons why outdoor is such a powerful medium is because it is unavoidable. It's out there in the street. You can't fast forward a billboard. And the power of our medium is demonstrated beautifully by this example, I think. Absolutely.
Right. And on that note, William, Jessica, Anna, thank you very much. Andrea.
Thank you.
Thank you.